It may not seem like it, but teasing, done with affection and skill, is a profound human accomplishment. There is a nasty teasing, of course, in which we pick away at a sore spot in someone's life. But here we're talking of the affectionate version, something generous and loving, which feels good to be on the receiving end of. It can be lovely to be teased when, for example, you're a teenager and in a grumpy, sullen mood, and your kindly dad nicknames you Hamlet, Shakespeare's Danish Prince of Gloom. Or when you're 45 and pretty serious in business, and your old university friends come around and call you by that name they made up for you when you were age 19, the night you failed dismally trying to pick up a German girl who was in town. All of us get a bit unbalanced in one way or another, too serious, too gloomy, too jokey, and so we all benefit from being tugged back towards a healthier mean. The good teaser latches onto and responds to our distinctive imbalances and gets compassionately constructive about trying to change us, not by delivering a stern lesson, but by helping us to notice our excesses and laugh at them. We sense the teaser trying to give us a useful little shove in a good and secretly welcome direction, and therefore we know that, at its affectionate best, teasing is at once sweet and constructive. The English literary critic Cyril Connolly once famously said, "Imprisoned in every fat man is a thin man wildly signalling to be let out." It's a general idea with multiple variants. Inside the fussy, over-formal individual, there's a more relaxed person looking for an opening. There's an ambitious, eager self, quietly despairing within the lazy man. The gloomy, disenchanted cynic harbours a more cheery, sunny sub-self in need of more recognition. The teasing remark speaks over the head of one's dominant personality to the subordinated side of the self, whom it helps to release and relax. There's a moment in The Line of Beauty, a novel by Alan Hollinghurst set in the 1980s, in which Nick, the charming young central character, is invited to a grand party where he meets the British Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. Everyone is slightly terrified of her, but Nick warmly and teasingly suggests that she might like to dance to a pop song. The other guests are horrified. She's meant to be obsessed by stringent economic reform and hard-nosed politics. But after a brief inner struggle, she replies with a smile, "You know, I'd like that very much." Perhaps if in reality there'd been more people to tease her, the pop-loving, dancing side of Mrs. Thatcher might have played a greater role in national affairs, and history would have been different. When we enjoy being warmly teased, it's because the teasing remark emerges from a genuine insight into who we are. This person has studied us and put their finger on a struggle that's going on in us. They've taken the part of a nice but currently under-supported side of who we are. It's pleasing because normally others don't see much past the front we put on for the world. Typically the world just thinks of us as gloomy or stern or intellectual or obsessed by fashion. The teaser does us the favour of recognising that the dominant front isn't telling the whole story. They're kind enough and perceptive enough to see past the surface. Perhaps the most instructive question we can ask, the one that teaches us most about the value of affectionate teaching, is simply, what do I need to be teased about?